Hi Nationals Tri-County, it's Coach Lawrence here with another episode of TCTV for you U12 and below players. Guys, it is 90 degrees today, so please make sure you have some water readily available. I've decided today, because I'm not nearly as young and fit and athletic as you guys, I'm going to do a sort of demo of the drill I want us to do today, and then you guys take it and run with it, okay? Feel free to add in your own little things wherever, but I'm going to show you some of the basics of a drill I did last week with the U13 and up age group called the 360 passing drill. You're going to need a soccer ball, you're going to need water, and you are going to need something to bounce the ball off of. So I'm going to be using the walls in my garage, but I've seen some really creative ways to do this. I've seen people in their yard put down a box, or do it in the garage, or if your parents will let you, do it inside in your nice, cool, air-conditioned home. So what I'm going to do is just for the next little bit, just show you kind of what we're going to do and what you'll need. But in order to get us warmed up, although it's 90 degrees, we're going to get in 100 juggles, okay? It doesn't matter how long it takes you, okay? If it takes you 20 tries, 1 try, whatever it might be, don't be afraid to drop the ball. And if you're having trouble with juggling, I'm going to show you a couple things you can do to improve your juggling as well, okay? 100 juggles. Let's get after it. Don't be afraid to drop the ball, just keep going. Okay, that was 1 minute, and as you can see already, I'm sweating. Okay, couple tips for your juggling. There are 3 steps I like to follow. Okay, step 1, of course, is just to drop the ball on the center of our foot, right in our laces. We want to make sure we're hitting the center of the ball with the middle part of our foot as well. So every single time the ball's going to come back to my hands. Okay, use both feet. This is step 1. Not kicking the ball too hard, not too soft. Just making sure it gets back to my hands. Once we get comfortable there, all right, the next one is a little bounce, and then back to hands. We're just taking the ball off the bounce. And once we get pretty good at that, we're going to make sure, we're going to allow the ball to bounce every single time, but this time we're not going to use our hands. So it's going to look like this. Just making good contact, and nice and relaxed, nice and composed. And then finally, the last step is, of course, can we keep the ball up in the air? Now look, I'm doing my best here to stay pretty relaxed, to stay composed. make sure I keep my balance. If I'm off balance, right, this ball's going to go all over the place. So, just to recap, step one, back to hands. Step two, ball bounce, back to hands. And step three, no hands. Okay, now that we're a little bit warmed up, and I'm very warmed up, this is going to be the space that I'm using, alright, so I'm using this wall here, this wall here. I'm actually not going to use the back wall, so I'm really just going to use these two. But you can do this with just one, okay? So you just need one surface that you can bounce the ball off of, okay? For the sake of the video, I'm going to be using both, just to give you guys a good demonstration. But like I said before, using some kind of box, using your garage, using a couch if you're inside, all of that will work. Make sure you get permission first. So you really just need one wall. I'm going to demonstrate, but for the sake of this, I'm going to be using both. Also, you might want some kind of marker. All right, this is not super important for the first progression of this drill, but as we go on, this cone will make sense. So I'm just going to put that in the middle there for now. Okay, so first things first. Everything we're taking on the half turn here. Okay, so I'm going to work for about 60 seconds. All right, we're taking everything on the half turn. What that means is, right, when that ball goes in, comes back to me, right, I'm taking it across my body with the furthest away foot. Okay, so one more time. Ball goes in, I get it back, and I'm taking it with the furthest away foot. Now we call this the half turn, all right, because of the shape of my body when I receive the ball. Okay, so when that ball goes in, comes back, my body position looks like this. Okay, rather than facing the wall, okay, where I have my back to the other wall, right, I'm taking it like this, sort out my body position so I take the ball across the body. It's a half turn because I'm already half turned by the time I receive the ball. Okay, so 60 seconds, we're going to take it on the half turn, alright, I'm going to use both walls. If you're just using one, okay, feel free to turn or take the ball on the half turn and then play it back against the same wall, that's fine as well. Okay, 60 seconds, let's go. Okay, before we take a break and get a drink, one of the things we want to remember is that the most important thing when it comes to getting the ball on the half turn is sorting out our body position early, right? So when that ball comes back in, oops, session killed. When that ball comes back in, my body shape should already look like this, all right? So I can look up, I've got more in my range of vision, okay? Sort your body position out early, all right? And then play the next one, okay? Next thing we're going to do a turn with the inside of our foot. All right, now if you notice, what's going to happen is I'm going to make contact with the outside of the ball here. Okay, and I'm going to be using this part of my foot. It's almost my toe, just on the inside. All right, and it's the slightest ever touch, because the whole goal here is to be able to turn in one touch. All right, so it looks something like this. Ball's going to go in. When it comes back, right, it's one of these, and I turn. Alright, so just a slight little touch with the inside of my foot. Okay, and then of course you can see I'm making contact with the outside of the ball. One more time, a little demo. Ball goes back in, and I'm just turning ever so slightly. Okay, still being able to turn 180 degrees in one touch. Okay, so this is where our cone comes into play. Our cone's our little mock defender here. Right, when that ball goes back, I can turn in one touch. Alright, and beat the defender. Okay, so we're going to combine progression 1, which is the half turn, and progression 2, which is the turn with the inside of the foot. Okay, so when we work for the next minute, I want to see both, right? Do some on the half turn, do some with the inside of the foot turn, right, to beat the defender. So 60 seconds of work. Ready? Let's go. Some on the half turn as well. Mix it up. Oops. I'm going to turn with both feet. Section juggler. Some on the half turn again. Oops. Seconds. Ooh, getting tired. Last one. Okay, relax. Wow. Guys, 90 degrees. Can't stress that enough. Make sure you hydrate and get the water in. Okay, so just to recap, right? First one we did, when the ball goes in, we take it on the half turn, sort my body position out early. The second one, of course, that little touch, the inside of the foot, turn. I'm sure you know what's coming next. We did inside of the foot last time, meaning this time it's going to be outside of the foot. All right, same rules apply. Okay, this time I'm using the outside of my foot itself. But I'm also making contact on the outside of the ball. So for example, when that ball comes back in, better ball than that. When that ball comes back in, it's a slight little touch, okay, to beat the defender. Make sure you use both feet to turn. Right, so the ball comes in, right foot. It's just a little flick, right, to send the defender the wrong way. Okay. 60 seconds. This time, I want you to combine progressions 1, 2, and 3. So we have the half turn, the inside of the foot turn, and the outside of the foot turn. Okay? 60 seconds. Let's go. Don't forget about the half turn. Inside of the foot. Outside of the foot. Remember to take some on the half turn. Don't forget about the half turn. seconds. Okay, we'll call it good there. Okay, so 3 progressions: half turn, inside of the foot turn, and outside of the foot turn. The last little thing we're going to do today is something that is going to help us send a defender the wrong way for real. So if you think about all the turns we have, right, half turn, where I receive the ball, my head's up and I can see more of the field. The second one, with the inside of the foot, okay, one touch, go the other way. Same with the outside of the foot, right, go back in, one touch, go the other way, right. So what we have to do is think a little bit in advance, all right, and we're going to fake one way or feint one way and go the other way. So for example, right, when I'm doing this on the half turn, I'm going to take one step towards the ball, all right, and still receive it in the same place. All right, so in other words, I'm going to sell like I'm going this way and receive it over here. All right, so a fake with the half turn should look like this, right, ball comes back in, and I receive. All right, so I'm not actually touching the ball, right, when I do my fake, but when I relax and I get back to my starting position, that's when I'll receive the ball. So one more time really quick, all right, fake this way, one step, all right, I'm going back this way. So let's try it, just let's say 20 seconds, all right, with little fakes, right, on the half turn. All right, each time I'm just stepping in, all right, and receiving the ball on the opposite foot. Okay. Same rules apply for inside of the foot and outside of the foot. For example, if I'm using my left foot, all right, I'm going to be turning right, all right, but I want to fake like I'm going left. So in other words, it's going to be that little step, all right, and then we go the other way. Ball goes in, little step, and I turn. Okay? Let's try that one more time. Ball goes in, little step, and I turn this way. All right? I'm shifting my weight to my left side temporarily, and then I'm going right. Okay, so ball goes back. Once again, I'm not touching the ball. I'm just trying to give a defender a cue about what. Get through these fake the fakes just one more time, little feints. Right? So we started off the half turn, one step in and receive across my body. The next one, inside of the foot, right? I'm faking this way one step and turning. And of course, the last one, which is the fake this way and turn with the outside of my foot. Okay, so 3 different ways we can send the defender the wrong way. Just to recap what we did today, we worked on our juggling to start, right? We had 3 steps to improve our juggling. First one is just back to hands, making sure I'm making good contact each time. Second one, right, is a little bounce and back to hands. And the third one, of course, no hands at all, right? Just a little bounce in between. So after we did our juggles, the next one we did was, of course, the 360 passing or the 180 passing today, right? First one on the half turn, receiving it across my body. Half turn with a fake, receive across my body. Next one, inside the foot turn. All right, and inside the foot turn with a fake the other way. And of course, the last one, outside the foot turn, and the outside of the foot turn with a fake the other way. And turn. All right, guys, I'm gassed. It's 90 degrees, too hot for me. I'm going inside, gonna go get an ice cream. Hope you enjoyed that session. Feel free to keep working on your own, all right, and keep tuning in to TC TV. Thanks, guys. See you next time.